Well done, Pa-Modou Kah, an exceptionally likable head coach, a lively presence on the touchline as well. And you just think that this specific team has something more to offer. I think he's absolutely right. That last-minute goal against Forge to deny them at least a point, that was a kick in the you-know-what. And to come back out here today and come away with the full 3 points, Laura, I think it speaks volumes about what this specific team is all about. I
do agree with you on that. I think that it was. I don't think the goal was undeserved. I think you left Kyle Becker open. You leave Kyle Becker open, he might score. But I definitely think that it showed some resiliency for them to come back. I think that there's a lot more potential from this team. I don't know if they've done enough to show me that it's going to come out in this tournament, but between Bustos, Blasco, Diaz even, I think that there are sort of difference makers in the way that maybe we weren't seeing with Valour.
Right. I mean, with Pacific last season, Kurt, when things would go against them, they'd fold. And tonight, by having just a veteran player, and this is what I like, bringing in Meilleur Giguère and a player like Jamar Dixon. We're going to see Jamar's night because it was eventful to say the least. He provides some steel in the midfield. He crosses the line from time to time, but you need players like that to see your way through matches, and that's what he provides.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously an experienced player playing in the USL for so long and an experienced international as well. He's had some calls for the Canadian national team. Gets stuck in. We saw him throughout tonight. Gets stuck in on a number of tackles. Plays his heart out. He's a good player for them to have in midfield. Going back to what you guys said though about the difference makers, that's what's going to be the difference between Pacific being a third or fourth place team or Pacific competing for a championship. Is Bustos? He was okay tonight. He got on the ball. He got into good areas. He found space. But did he cap plays? Did he provide service? Did he, he's not scoring goals. A guy like Diaz, we think he has the quality, but has he shown it yet beyond scoring in the first half in the 5th minute? That's what's going to make Pacific a contender. Those guys, because they have the guys in the back. Meilleur Giguère, underrated at this tournament.
Yep.
McNaughton stepped up. We talked about Caden Chung. Pacific can be a championship team if they're difference makers. Become difference makers.
Right. Laura?
I think they also need to maybe work on their fitness a little bit. We saw a couple of guys towards the end of the last 10 minutes there wanting to come off with 10 or 20 minutes left in the game, and that's why they're having these breakdowns at the end, right? They're tired, and it got kind of chaotic after the 80th minute, and you're wondering, we're only 4 games into the season. You had so much time off to prepare, and the one thing that you certainly could prepare was fitness. I know match fitness is a little bit harder, but now that we're into this tournament a little bit more, we need to stop seeing these guys get tired because you can't play it out that way.
Wins are precious in this league. Full credit for them for finding a way tonight. And here's our Jamar Dixon tribute pack. Some high foot. Look at that. That has shades of Tariq Muhammad right there. He stays on the field, however. Dixon, you continue to do you. Rob Gale not a happy man about it tonight, but in the face, Jamar! I mean, it was that kind of night both ways. Pacific, they'll take the 3 points, however. Here's to you, Jamar Dixon.